Inflation reported way higher than predicted. Surprise, surprise, right? Ha! No surprise, because all you need to do is go around and look at the dang prices of everything. When I'm shopping at Target, Trader Joe's, my bill's way higher. When I'm looking at prices of cars, of anything, it is way higher. My bills, look at the housing costs. Crazy, insane still. So it's really not a surprise, because you can just take a look at the world around you and see the prices of things, and how it is much higher than what they even say, as far as I'm concerned. They say 8.6%. No, not to the real average working man and his family. No, it is way higher, way higher. So, yeah, inflation is going up. I think it's going to continue to go up. Looking back, it was so interesting to me how all these so-called experts and the people in charge of the Fed and this political administration were very much so defending the fact that, no, 1 year ago, of course, you don't got nothing to worry about. Inflation is just transitory. Inflation's going to go back down. Oh, well, you know what? There's supply chain issues right now. Oh, well, look at what happened in Russia. Well, that's the reason. No. And that is a big part of why we have this problem today, and why inflation has just staircased its way up, is because people are really, especially the people in charge, they don't know what the hell's going on. They do not know and understand this stuff. How come I can see it, but they can't? Something's really wrong, right? Something's got to be wrong. Because I'm not the smartest dude in the world, but I can obviously see there's some shit that ain't going straight. And of course inflation is going to keep going up. So yeah, the market's taking some hits today. I drove by a gas station out here in Lafayette, California, $6.80 for the lowest price of gasoline. And gasoline is the lifeblood of the economic car, okay? Of course you're going to have higher prices. So yeah, I mean, look at that. And if you consider what's going on out there, politically, between oil and the politicians, a lot of these politicians can't stand oil. And this administration, as soon as they came in, they were like, no, we're going to be putting all kinds of restrictions on oil and gas, and we're going to be heading towards the future, which is green energy, which is, of course, a great idea, but we're not ready. We're not there yet. We are not there. We are way still highly dependent on oil and gas. The technology for green energy is coming, but it's not here, and they're still pressing it. They're still pressing down their initial bet, and it's not working. It's not working at all. And who's getting hurt? It's not the upper class. Okay, the middle and the lower classes are getting nailed. That's who's paying for this stuff. Okay. So yeah, we look at the war on oil, and oil is not happy. Oil is going to pass on their prices, and oil is going to spike up their prices. Yeah, there was other factors, of course, that went into that during 2020, when the Saudis pumped out a bunch of oil to disrupt the industry, and just the fact that there was supremely low demand during coronavirus. The rigs had to shut down. The workers were laid off. I personally seen lots of workers at the nearby refinery get laid off, and they were done. But now you got to hire back new workers, and that takes time. So that's a part of it too. It definitely is. But all in all, oil more expensive, gas more expensive, and that is going to be passed on to all the consumers out there. And if you continue to look on what's happening, I think that we are going to see some slowdowns in inflation. Not yet. It ain't happening yet, but it could be after the summer time. And during that period, there's still going to be some major problems. And one of those big problems is, even if inflation comes down and things get a little bit more cheap, the wages have not gone up to meet that same level. Okay, so you might see some news out there. It's like, yay, inflation's coming down. That doesn't matter. Prices are so sky high. It doesn't matter if they come down 20% or whatever. Like, the wages are still not even close to there. Not to mention that we will have some tightening on easy money. So it's still going to be a very sticky situation, I believe. And we're still going to have some issues and some problems. So another thing out there that I've noticed with the market is that it is becoming very mainstream that we are in a recession, we are in tough times, and I've seen this for about a couple months. You know, you get these headlines out there from mainstream media, and people start to believe it. And if they believe it, then it will happen, okay? People think, oh man, I gotta get out of the market. I gotta get out. I gotta sell. Or I better get into cash, or whatever. It was funny. My mother-in-law, the best mother-in-law out there, she came to me and she said, Chris, we're going to be in a recession. I'm taking my money out of my 401k. And, you know, she's not a person who is super educated about stocks. She doesn't know a lot about stocks. So when you get this mainstream narrative and you get people who don't even really know a ton about stocks in the market thinking there's going to be a recession, guess what? There is going to be a recession. So there's that going on as well. Very mainstream, all over the place. It's all over the news. Like, hey, and it's been that way. Like, hey, times are going to be getting tough here. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. That's what's going on out there. What I'm going to keep doing, I'm going to keep buying good businesses who get tattered up as things go down. So that's what I'm looking for. I love this. I think it's great. I think this is excellent. This is an excellent opportunity for people coming into the market. And yeah, I just think how lucky some of these people are, you know, these younger guys coming in the coming years. You know, we may see some big dips, and this is going to be a great time for them to buy in.